like, it's... Part of me just for a second was thinking about eating more of my Chinese food, but then I was like, for like a second. Like while you were doing that, I'm like, is this the moment? Because that shit smacked today. It really did. I nailed that shit. That was a good guess.
What the hell was the name of that spot?
I don't even know. I have to look on the thing. It was like, it had 4.7 stars. It was the highest one. I was like, I mean, it's going to have to be the one. We'll see. And there's a vegetable thing left there for you. No, you didn't want it.
Oh, yeah. You did want it.
That might hit later. Like in the middle of Slave and Vanity 6. You know what I mean? When you need that pick-me-up. I just need one scoop. I like made myself hungry. Let's see who knows me well. If I got Chinese food, I got two things. Who can guess what one of them was? Of course, dumplings. I love dumplings. I really do. It was like, I don't know what it is about it. It just gets me good. It just fucking hits me good. Cheers. I also love chicken and dumplings. Like, that's not Chinese, it's like Southern, but I love it so much. And I never get it where, like in New York, they don't have it. Like, people don't even understand what that is. And I love chicken and dumplings with some mac and cheese. I don't even, I fucking love it. You won an award for your chicken and dumplings? Alright, well, I'm coming to your house right now, so send me the address. Get cooking, because I'll be there. Yeah, I can't be in the South for too long, because I will actually be probably obese. I can only spend, small times there, because one, everyone knows I love dessert, so any kind of pie will be shoved in my mouth at a rapid speed. Any type of fried chicken, baked chicken with mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese and collard greens. Also any type of variety of like a good, even like a barbecue vibe too for me, like ribs. I can't have it. Diet Coke so bad right now. I wish he had it in here, but he doesn't. He has fucking regular Pepsi. Fuck. Is this Gatorade? Oh, come on, bro. want it? Don't look there. I love Diet Coke. Like love. And I don't care if it's bad for you because you know what? Nothing's good for you. Because you're always like, you're better off drinking this. I'm like, guys, one, I actually like the taste of Diet Coke. And two, it is true. I'm not wasting all those calories on fucking regular Coke. I'd rather eat fucking fried Oreos. Fucking shit. I knew that was gonna happen. I spelled this shit because I was trying to hold my phone. That's what you get. Fucking mess, Frankie. Hold on, guys. I gotta clean this shit. 1 second. I'm not good at being an adult. It's not my vibe. I'm gonna leave to fucking go to the gym. Coke in the glass bottle? I have tried that, I think. Oh, I definitely had the Diet Coke in the glass bottle. Just a little chicken and broccoli, you know. Push-ups and burpees while I'm here. I only ate once today, so I was kind of late. For some reason, when I'm recording, I get starving. Like I'm always so hungry. Like this, all the singing makes me so lightheaded. I like walnut shrimp. From Boston, what's up? How are you? My love of Southern food come from? So, I've been going to the South since I'm like 19, where I started teaching at my friend's dance studio, and I just became obsessed. And you could even ask them every time I go down there, I'm like, yeah, 2 weeks is more than enough for me here. Like 1 week, I gotta get out. I've never left there once, not once ever. Left there the same weight that I went. Not once. Ridiculous. Because I have no control. I can't control myself with that. Because I feel once I go there, I just start eating so much and then I can't stop. And then at that point, it's like, all right, well, I already fucked it up, so what's the difference at this point? I might as well just keep going. And then I had, like, chicken casserole for the first time, and chicken and dumplings for the first time, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Even like really like I've never had like the mac and cheese like I've had there, you know what I mean? Like homemade mac, like it just hits so different. It really does. Even like but you know, in New York people are like, oh, like I made the mac and cheese. I'm like, yeah, it's not the same. I don't know, it's just not the same. It's just really not. Doesn't feel the same. I love cornbread. Of course, like we have green beans too, but it's just not the same. Something about it. And you know, it's crazy that my friend, Jess, are you in here? I didn't say. Well, anyways, my friend Jess, she likes string beans, like the hard, and that's what we eat in New York, like the hard string beans. I don't like that. I like the green beans. They're like soft, you know what I mean? It's just so funny because I just said, oh yes, okay, Jess, right? I just said to you like last week. I was like, I'm actually like ready to come back. Like I'm due for myself moment. I have a couple of places I need to hit up. And there's another place I love there. I don't think they have this everywhere, but it's called Chicken Salad Chick. When I tell you, I've had dreams about it. Like, it's so fucking good. That's the other thing too. The chicken salad in the South is a whole nother level. Like at home, they give you chicken and they put fucking mayo in it. What the fuck is that? Like, where's all the other shit? The relish, you know what I mean? Like, the egg, like, oh my god. Oh, you know about chicken salad chick? It's so fucking good. I can't take it. Yeah, sometimes they put the grapes here too. I'm actually not big with the grapes. Like the grape craisin chicken salad. I'm like, That's always not huge for me. Like, I could do like a bite or two of it and then I'm over it. I'm like, alright, I don't want to eat a fucking grape right now. Mozzie's in Texas has award-winning chicken salad. Really? I'll have to try it out. I love chicken salad. In the chicken salad that they make, I know there's definitely, it's definitely chicken. There's definitely egg in it. There's definitely relish in it. Obviously mayo. What else is in that one? There's something else in there, though. Maybe there's like a... What else is in that one, Jess? Like the main one that I like, the Olivia's Old South. I don't know if there's celery in that one. And there's definitely not grapes in it. Yeah, no celery. But there's something about it that I can't explain how good it is. Like, I know they must, like, they season, I don't know, something else is in there. The buffalo one, too. Oh. And there's actually the other one I like, too, has the cheese and the bacon and the chicken salad. I like that one, too. I love egg salad, too, but I'm very specific about the egg salad. I like their egg salad from there, too. I don't like everyone's egg salad. The sassy fucking Scotty. Yes. Punch me in the face right now. I can't wait. I love food so much. It's sick. It's sick. Oof. The pimento cheese. I think I like that. Yeah, I think that's in there. I said I don't like the nuts and the fancy Nancy. I'm not into that one. The nuts and the grapes, I'm like, it's just a lot in there for me. I like a scoop of it. Like, I would take one scoop, but that's it. Do I love Z-Mob as much as you love food? More. Okay, maybe tied. Ooh, I like potato salad too. I like macaroni salad too. Frankie, please. Hold on, I'm looking at a text that's coming through. I'm nervous. All I saw was Frankie, please. If I click out of this to look at this text, is it going to shut this off? I really need to see it though. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Because I really need to see this. Sorry. Oh, I fucking love banana pudding, and I also love bread pudding, in case anybody wants to make me some. I love banana pudding, and I fuck with bread pudding too. Both can like. Why am I so much more authentic and genuine than before? I don't know, was I not? What? Tell me what you mean. I'm a southern boy. I probably should have put one. My stomach definitely is, that's for sure. Oh, I love rice pudding too. Did I have a gumbo? I don't think so. What?
Yeah.
Is that my best friend?
Yeah.
And let me talk to him right now.
Hold on.
Yo. Where are you right now? No, come to the studio. Yes, you can. It doesn't. Your car is fine. I drove in your car. It got us from A to B just great. think she's gonna be an overused? No, she's gonna last. That bitch has pikes. Baby, can't you see I'm calling? Listen, this is all because he found a way. This is why I love him. He found a way to blame you. He's like, I mean, this is all because, like, I don't know if we're going to LA or not, and you know, like, if we are, like, you know, if we're not, like, I need a car. Okay, so you're not coming? Taco Bell? No, last night? No, it was closed. I got halal. Yeah, I felt honestly so sick after it though. I felt so sick. My stomach was like burning. I felt like someone put a poison inside of me. Sick. That's why you should come. Because it's gonna be dope. Yes. Who cares? At least another 2 hours, realistically. Yeah, definitely. Baby, can't you see I'm crawling? He said, I don't want to be that distracting, you guys. You can't distract me. Yeah, we can have a drink. You can sing and drink. I can drink and sing. I'm a professional. Tomorrow. Okay, you have to. Are you working tomorrow? Okay, sick. Alright, so we'll do tomorrow then. Hold on.
I think we're gonna try to do we'll do like a shorter session tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, let's go out tomorrow after the session.
We figure that out. All right, cool. Well, you don't get out until late anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. So that's on our schedule.
Okay. So we can do something tomorrow. All right, baby. She'll get out here. I love you.
Yeah, it's done.
No, it's not. You already know.
So you know what it is? I just read your comment about this is, I always tell this to people. I learned that people prefer this very plain, regular version of myself. What people don't know is the other version of myself, right? It's like, I probably would say more people like this version of me, but I like the other version of myself better because I'm trying to think of like how to like explain it without sounding like a psychopath. To me, this version is very regular, you know? And at the end of the day, of course, I'm just still a person, you know, like normal. But I like to live almost in like a fantasy world, you know? So I've always idolized the fact of you love a star, right? And there's this type of mystery to the star. There's a feeling of, you know, like just everything from their clothing, you know, to their persona to it. I feel like it adds a little it makes it fun, you know what I mean? It's not like it makes it different. There's something to almost look forward to. I always feel like if I always was like this, there's nothing exciting for my career really, you know what I mean? Like, what am I giving to people? I feel like my job, right, as an entertainer is to entertain people. And in order to entertain someone, right, I need to innovate and change and have different personas and keep people on their toes, you know, because my job, so people always say like, oh, Like, thank you for doing this. You don't have to thank me for doing my job. That is my job. When people come to see me perform, when people are part of my dream, I want to entertain you. I want to take you on a journey because I want to distract you from your own life. I want to make you believe in dreams again. I want you to believe in magic again. I want you to feel like a child again. I want you to feel like anything is possible. I want you to see things. I want you to experience things that, you know, you're like, I want to reach for this. I feel, and this is just me personally, that we live in a world. Can someone record this? This is great. This is important. I think I might post this. I feel we live in a world now, right, where people almost don't like when someone is here because they want everyone to be here together. When I say this, I mean, like, I always, like, on music halls and stuff too, they're like, oh, it's too much for people, or this is too much for people, this is too much. And I'm like, right, because no one wants to reach for things anymore. Nobody wants to elevate anymore. No one wants to say, that's a goal, right? It's kind of like, we don't want artists like Britney Spears anymore, right? Because we don't want girls to think that that's how they have to look. But there's two sides to that. There's also nothing wrong with saying, wow, look at her, and I would love to achieve that one day or have that one day. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I understand both points because you also don't want girls like starving themselves because they feel like that's what they have to look like. But in the same sense, it's like, but she was Britney Spears because of that, because there was one of her, because it was hard, you know what I mean? Because you do have to work hard to keep up, you know what I mean? Like, to keep up that kind of, like, to look like that and to have that kind of body, it takes commitment, it takes hard work, it takes, you know, things. And so, like, we live in a world now where everybody, like, we're like, it's like shunned for that. Like, people are like, you know, oh, you know, you can't do all this because that's too much for people, and they don't want, that's too much, like, they don't want all that, like, they don't want to see you doing all that. Why? Because you feel like you can't relate to me because I'm doing that. But in the same sense, I almost don't want you to relate to me. I want you to watch and be inspired by it. I want you to say, wow, like, because to me, what's the difference between being that and a star? Like, that's where I lose it. Like, a star, you are supposed to elevate because you're supposed to work for that, because you should be wearing a costume that no one's ever had. I want to wear a piece that no one's ever worn before because it's special and it's unique, and I want to wear something or do something or sing something that no one's ever heard or done, because that's what I feel like makes an actual star. And I noticed that, and this is, I'm just saying because I know that what you were saying, like, I actually, like, what you're saying, most people agree with you, though. Like, most people would rather me be like this. They love the real me, you know, this version of me. And I like to show people both parts of me, because at the end of the day, I'm still a human. Of course, came out of, you know, a vagina, like, you know, the rest of the world. But I also like, you know, challenging myself, and I like to be different, and I like to, you know, to you know, be part of the fantasy. I always wanted to be a star. I never lied to people because I loved that. Like, I loved, you know what I mean, that whole, like, kind of fantasy world, because it is a fantasy. Real life isn't like that. Real life isn't lights and this and that, but it's fun to be soaked in it for a minute, and I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun to have that distraction. It's fun to, like, just feel like for one day or for a couple of hours, you know what I mean? Like, nothing else in the world matters. The fucking bills, this, like, you know what I mean? Like, the appointments, whatever else is going on, like, nothing matters. This is like this fantasy moment. And, you know, I feel like, I don't know, there's something that I love about that too. And I love people to see both sides of me because I think it's important, you know, but I've never idolized anyone. Just for me personally, that was regular. I've always idolized something that I wanted to to achieve, or that, you know, that's always made me a hard worker too. Like, you know what I mean? I would watch videos of my favorite entertainers and performers and be like, I want to wear something like that one day, and I want to be able to have that one day, and I want to, you know what I mean, do a video like that one day, and I want to, you know, I wanted that so bad. So I guess, like, if it kind of makes sense what I said, I don't know. So maybe you've caught me on, like, the other side of the spectrum today. I mean, this literally is me when I go to the recording studio and stuff. I'm just in sweatpants and a shirt that I've been wearing all day, and I'm sweating, and you know, but like, I don't always show like this side to me either, because sometimes I just don't want to. Sometimes I want to keep this side for myself, you know, like meaning I didn't sign up to be a reality star and to have my real life seen to the world. I signed up to be a entertainer and to give a version of myself that I want to give to people. Sometimes I don't want, you know, to always to give up the rest of myself, you know, because like what else do I have really for me? Like my whole life has always revolved around everyone else. I always give, you know, like, and then there comes like a point where it's just like you start to like not even like, it just becomes a lot, you know. So sometimes I feel like I always want to be, you know, whatever I'm saying. Kind of makes sense if you got it. Thank you, buddy. But like nights like, you know, like tonight and stuff, like I'm just in the studio, and I did want everyone to kind of see like where, like when people don't see me all day and stuff, what is he doing, you know, like where, you know, and I'm like, I'm working on a project that people don't realize, like I could be working on that project almost every day for 10 to 12 hours, you know, on top of, I know, Vicky, it's crazy, because don't you feel like all that you guys that have been with me on this journey probably for like the past year, I almost feel like you guys understand now so much more, like when I'm like, hey guys, I'm working on a project, like everyone, like you guys know, like, okay, he's going to be in the studio for 12 hours and rehearsing for 20 hours, like, but before that, you know, it's kind of like, I probably had no idea what it's really like, you know, even my own family, like, you know, when I started doing this, started to see what this is really like, you know, and like, it's insane, like my days are, I just go every day, all day, like morning to night, like, it's nuts. I'm sometimes 3-4 hours of sleep, like if I'm lucky, and, you know, I try to push through as hard as I can, because, you know, if you want to have big dreams, you have to make big sacrifices, and you have to work harder than other people, you know, but you also do reap benefits too as well, you know, so it's like a catch-22, right? Like, I get to also experience a lot of things that people wouldn't be able to experience from, you know, all of my, from what I do, so. The pressure, I know the pressure is crazy. The pressure is crazy. It really is. You know, and then on top of that, not just all the work you do, but like the amount of like calls and the thing, like the business part of it that no one sees, that's just like so overwhelming, and it's crazy. You know, dealing with a lot of different people and different opinions and lawyers and contracts and money, and it's just like, it's nuts, it really is. The creating is actually my favorite part, you know, like putting all the pieces together and seeing it come to life. So, I love that part. And you know, like I always tell everyone at the end of the day, 99.9%, right, is in God's hands. Like, I just know that I get everything I have, that I definitely know, you know, like I couldn't give it more, and it's definitely difficult sometimes, because I'm always just like, you know, why, like why is it not faster? Why is things not moving quicker? Why isn't this not blowing up? Why, you know what I mean? Why isn't, like why? I'm always saying why, Like what is it, What is it that people aren't being drawn into? Or what is it, like why isn't the numbers building faster? Or, the people coming in more, and you just like always, but there is no answers for that, You just kind of have to like believe in, a destiny and fate and like, right? I mean, there's a certain point where you can't question that part, because I definitely, if I had to say one thing about myself, is that I really don't know many people that work as hard as like for their career like I do for mine. And I've been around hundreds, thousands of entertainers and singers, and I've definitely seen a lot of people that haven't put in 5% of what I've put in, and they just pop and blow up, and you know what I mean, and like their career just shot, and I'm just like, it's crazy, Definitely as a person and as a human, it's so difficult, like when that happens, because it is so frustrating, and you don't want to be a bad person, be unhappy for other people, because, that's not the right thing to do, but it's definitely frustrating, because like you're a human and you're like, wow, like I've been killing myself working so hard, and like what is it? It's really hard to question those things. You kind of have to like go to sleep at night and be like, I've the amount of conversations that me and Jesus have. I'm always just like, what do you want from me? What do you want me to do? Like what? What is it? I'm trying so hard. It's like so crazy because I've never wanted something, it's like I want it so bad, it's crazy. It's so hard for people to understand, besides like my family, people that I've been around, like it's like, every time I sit and I watch things, and I'm just like, I know that I was meant to do this, Every time I perform and I'm on stage and I feel like the people and the love, and I'm just like, I just know. And I'm just like, but why is it so hard, Like what is it? So like that one thing, that final door just to push. I'm always like, I definitely was awful in my last life. This is my punishment. For sure, I was like some probably awful entertainer that like was so cocky and just like a motherfucker, and now I'm like paying my fucking dues in this life. Like I didn't appreciate my career at all. God's like, I'm gonna like teach you a fucking lesson, bitch. I did check my lottery tickets. Nothing. Actually, I did win $5, I think. I think I won $5. I think that to be like 500,000. God's definitely preparing me for something, that's for damn sure. Good night. Hey, Elena. I'm good. How are you? Oh, Patricia, it's okay. I hope you're doing all right. And make it to the next one. Let me see what's going on in here, because I'm literally going to be here all fucking night. I know it. This shit is done. There's no fucking way.
What's the difference?
No, I'm sure it sounds dope now, but like, I'm a slave for you is calling my name currently. And God wants to hear me say, Oh yeah, it's like the leveling, it sounds so much better now. Ooh. Sounds so nice. Yeah, it does sound so much better though. It does. Yeah, it does. Baby, can't you see I'm crawling? A girl like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous. I'm falling.
That's all tonight. I want to do that whole filter falling. And then that's the last thing.
Sick. Alright. Well, it was worth it. Falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. Yeah. I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. Oh yeah. The falling. That it like fills in the space too. But did I say that falling?
No.
I did that?
No, I just did that.
Like from the real falling?
Yeah.
Oh, you just copied it and then put it there? Oh, sick. I was like, wait, when did that happen? I was like, wait a minute. They're playing fucking tricks over here. You know what? Wait, Cannon. So do you know that I met Brittany though?
You did?
Yeah, I told you when years ago they called me to do the X Factor. I never told you the story. So I went, and it was like I knew I was gonna make it on because they kind of like told me before. Because it's fake, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the people that wait on the line, they have no idea that they've already like are casting people before. You know what I mean? So I go to the audition, right, and they like film all this stuff on me before. Like they were filming me talking like as if it was like 10 episodes in the beginning. Long story short, it was a season with like Demi Lovato, Britney Spears, Simon Cowell, and L.A. Reid. So I go onto the stage, right, and L.A. Reid stops the whole place. Like literally, it was in front of 20,000, like 10,000 people, the audition, because it's in like the arena. And he's like, I'm gonna tell you right now that this kid is a star before he sings one word. So now my heart is racing, pounding 1,000, like this. Like I honestly felt like they could see the heart pulsing out of my shirt. Like I felt like it looked like this in me. So now he's like, I hope that you can sing it. So Simon's like, oh, why do you say that? He's like, I just know, like I can tell when a star walks onto the stage, like I know. Because what happened was someone said something, like, it was like Britney Spears, and I like made like I spoke back like quickly, and he was like, He's like, I can tell that you know how to work this audience. Long story short, I sing my song. I sang Forever by Chris Brown, right? I started slow, like, it's you. And then I went like fucking crazy. The whole place is screaming. It was crazy. Like, it was nuts. It really was. And Brittany, like, for her critique was like, you remind me so much of myself. Like, you're an amazing performer and entertainer, and, like, not many people can do that. Like, she's like, it's really a gift. Like, there are a lot of people who can sing, but there's not many people who can really go on stage and entertain. She came onto the stage and gave me a hug.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. I couldn't do the show because I was in a contract with this other show I had done the next. That's why I never did it. And then this season, they never renewed it after that, like it was the last season.
Yeah.
So I never did the show. They would never add the episode, and they won't give me the footage because they knew it was so golden. They're not going to give it to you because they're like, fuck you, bitch, you didn't do the show. We're not giving you this golden-ass footage. So I just, like, I feel like if she really does get to see it, like, I know she will fuck with it.
That'd be dope.
But I don't know because she's so gone, like, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I hope I catch her on, like, a day.
On a good... Yeah.
Like, fuck no. But I feel like we had our moment, so we're gonna have it again. She's not gonna remember me from then. She'll have no fucking idea. I look like a different person.
I mean, what, like, how did you...
It was 10 years ago. You know, I didn't even, like, even, like, my singing then was shit compared to now. It was trash, actually. It's probably god awful. God actually probably did me the favor by not putting me on. You'll never find it, guys. You can search all you want. Trust me, I would have the footage if it was there. I begged them after. I sent emails and emails trying to just get that footage because it was like so epic, you know. And it's funny because Simon Cowell hated me, like despised. After I sang, I remember him saying to Ellie Reed, he was literally like, I don't think he's good at all. And they were fighting back and forth. And Ellie Reed was like, I'm telling you right now that if I gave this kid the right song, he could be the next Usher. Like, and Simon was like, it's rubbish. I don't like all this dancing. It's rubbish. The dancing is rubbish. You know, he like wanted like singer, you know, more just like, and I was just like, I remember standing there and I remember coming off stage and I was like freaking out. And the producers were like, it's part of the show. Like, things are set up. Like, they have to go back and forth because I was like, I can't do this. Like, he's literally the main part of the show. He hates me, you know? And that's when, like, Brittany came onto the stage to hug me and stuff because she was like, no, like, you're amazing. The whole thing was crazy. My parents were there with me. I'm so happy because, like, at least I have, like, witnesses because I remember after being like, wait, like, even years later, I'm like, did that actually happen? You know what I mean? Like, was this shit real? Because I feel like I'm starting to feel like I'm making the things up in my head. And I have to always ask my parents because they're like, no, that did happen. I'm like, are you sure? Like, yes. I was like, I sang Chris Brown Forever. And I think I sang I Heard It Through the Grapevine was the other one. Oh shit, I just fell off the fucking chair. It was crazy though. My thing is, and that's why I never did the reality shows after, because I still don't believe that no one comes out of the reality shows like a real, like, iconic star. Not like, I don't care what anyone says, if Madonna, Britney, Jennifer Lopez, even Justin Timberlake, I don't think any of them would leave those shows having a successful career. Because you can't really showcase what you would do as like a pop star on those kind of shows. You're not being highlighted in that kind of light. You know what I mean? Like, you go on a show, you can be like, if we took a holiday, took some time to celebrate. I wouldn't do anything on a show like that. You need to sing big songs. Right, but Kelly Clarkson, I don't put her in that category with Madonnas and the Britneys and the Ushers. And Kelly Clarkson is a singer. You know? Kelly Clarkson is a singer. There's just a very different, like, Kelly Clarkson and Britney Spears are completely different, you know? I'm obsessed. I love Kelly Clarkson. I remember when she was on American Idol, like, I was, like, I'm fucking obsessed. But they're different artists, you know what I mean? Like, they're not, like, Kelly Clarkson and Madonna. There's Kelly Clarkson, Jennifer Lopez. I'm saying this because even, like, a Gwen Stefani, like, these people aren't famous because they have the greatest voices in the world. They're famous because of the package of what they are as, like, an artist, a star, you know what I mean? It's just very different. And I just feel like I honestly feel like, think about it, Jennifer Lopez, one of the biggest stars in the world, and if she went on one of those shows, I think she'd be like, not get past the first round. Like, how crazy is that, you know? But I feel like if Mariah Carey went on the show, she would win, you know? I feel like it works for artists like that. I don't think for, like, the performer kind of artists, no. Like, just picture, like, going on one of those shows and, like, you're singing Vogue. Like, it would be so stupid. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? After the person after you is singing I Have Nothing, and you're on stage and you're like, come on, Vogue, let's chip. And the person after you is like, nothing. And they're, like, fucking howling, you know what I mean? Like, how do you compare that? Like, now, like, before, you're kind of like, you know? It's like, I don't know about that. Like, I want to, like, sing Sexy Back, you know what I mean? And like, Sexy Back, you don't even sing live. It's not that kind of record. It's so auto-tuned and, like, with vocal effects and, like, you know, even, like, without, like, you're not getting the dancers on stage with you, so you're not getting, like, the dancers, the costuming, like, the way the vocals are set up on my live tracks, like, how everything is blended. It's just, you can't. You know? Right, like, even like Janet, Paula, you know what I mean? Like, Sierra, like, there's no way. And that's what I always found funny, too, like, even for, like, I always, like, want to ask, like a person, like a Paula, like, because, you know, she did American Idol, like, why don't you create a show to, like, actually make a pop star, you know? Because you know that your career was not built on your vocal. Your career was built on you being a star and your performance and, like, that. You know what I mean? Like, so everyone's always like, oh, like, we're on these shows to look for, like, the next biggest star, but you're not really. You're on these shows really looking for the next biggest singer. Different. Very different. You know? Like, so, like, I would wonder, like, well, like, so, like, how would Paula Abdul, if she was trying to make it in today's era, what would you do? You know what I mean? Like, what would you do? Because you can't go out there and be, like, singing Cold Hearted Snake, like, at an audition. Like, you can't be like, Cold Hearted, oh, and then who's holding the microphone because you're not getting a fucking mouthpiece? Like, you know what I mean? But they're always like, oh, like, that's, like, what they said about the X Factor. That's why I had auditioned for that, because they were like, the X Factor is about looking for, like, you know, like, the star, like, that person. But I'm like, oh. I just think it's a whole different, like, world when you're trying to do something like that, you know? Because we're going to watch a lot of those, like, you know, people, we're really going to watch them perform. Like, we're not going to see them sing, you know? Like, here and there, you know what I mean? Like, all right, you know, like, even for Janet, like, I definitely want to hear you sing, like, 2 or 3 songs, but that's, like, all I need. The rest, I want to see you perform. Like, I want to see you do down, 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 down. Like, I want to see you do the If dance break with the guy underneath your legs. Like, I'm not coming to, like, I don't really need to hear you, like, singing, like, so many ballads. Like, that's not what I'm here for. Like, we're coming for the show, you know? And that's what I feel about myself. Like, I think that, like, I love to sing a ballad. I actually really do. I love ballads. Like, I love being in the studio, recording my vocals, my harmonies. Like, I love to, like, have a moment of, like, fucking, like, singing. Like, I want to, like, fucking sing. But I make sure that 75% of my show is based upon my performance. 25% I leave to the ballads and that, because that's where I feel it fits best for my kind of performance. You know, people want to come, they want to see me perform. They definitely want to hear the slow songs, you know what I mean? We all do when we go to a concert. Like, you want to have those moments, but, like, the rest of it, you're like, like, that's some shit. Are you taking a break from work?
No.
It's just not allowed. we're the potty break? Yeah, it's been a while for you, actually. Actually, you probably, like, backed up.
Workhorse.
I know, like, shit. I was like, where are you going out of this room? Ain't no time for that shit today. No time for fucking pee over here. Up my face when it came out, I was like, I bet I gotta be up in the morning to go to the gym. So, like, we need to be on to the next song. Because it's gonna, by the time we remix the song, I go and I do all the vocals, everything gets rendered down. I'm gonna be here at least another 3.5 hours. There's no way it could be anything less than that. I know MJ is the best of the best. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna work on this next record. This one's almost done, and I want to keep some of it a surprise. I'm exiting my lot, so now you can abuse me again in the vocal booth. But I love you guys, and I can't wait for you to see this new project that I'm working on. And for anyone on here that's maybe not on my other pages, I just like to throw out at the end, I have a Facebook page called Frankie's Official Z-Mob. There's a link on my Instagram and in my TikTok, my LinkedIn. Is that what it's called? Like Linktree? You can join the page. It's free. It just helps stay updated on everything I'm doing. And I know people always asking about my concerts and this, and how do we know? Like, you have to just follow me on all my pages to really stay connected. I also have a text number that you can text. That's also in my Linktree. And then I have a Patreon page I post all exclusive content on. And yeah, it's $12 a month if you want to be part of that. All the money goes to music videos and songs. All the proceeds go to that, and that's pretty much it. Anyways, love you guys lots. Have an amazing night. I can't wait for you to see this project and what I'm putting together here. I shoot my video next week, so I might go live for part of the video shoot. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go live for a part of it. Not all of it, because I like it to be the surprise for when it drops. And that's pretty much it. Alright. Wish me luck. It's going to be a long night, and I have to drive an hour and 45 minutes home. Love you guys. Well, I'm going to pee my pants too. Normally I'm going to do the you hang up first, but I really am going to pee my pants. I'm literally going to click X.